Using a professional email template helps you save time and build your brand. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to create an email template for your Mailchimp account. Keep in mind, if you have a virtual assistant who handles your email marketing, you can use this video as training for them. If you'd like to know all the types of things that you can outsource in your business and things that we outsource, then stay to the end of this video. So if you're ready to finally build that business of your dreams, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you get notified every week when we post a new video. Did you know that email marketing has one of the highest return on investments of any type of marketing that you can do? I'm Jeannie Wilson with Six Figure Business Coaching, and I'm excited to teach you how to create an email template that your clients, your prospects, your referral sources are going to be so excited to receive every single time you send it.
Okay, so the first thing you need to think about when you are getting ready to set up your email newsletter template is what elements do you want to include in your email template? So since it's a template, it's something you're going to use over and over and over again. So you kind of want to make sure that the structure is consistent, with whatever your content is. So this is part of my email template for Mark Beach Marketing. And you'll notice here it has some elements at the top. The top right, it's got my social, then it has a header image, then it has a quote, then it had the first section is a letter from me, and then my picture. And then after that, there's an article that has, a header text, then it has an image on the left, and then it has text on the right, and then at the bottom, it's got my social contacts and links and things. So those are some of the elements that you can include. Oftentimes, some of our clients will have, since it's a newsletter, they'll have maybe 3 articles in there. We like to encourage you to make sure that at least one of the articles links to your content. So whether that's a blog or a video or even one of your social platforms. So really think about what you want to include in your newsletter and how you want to visually represent that. And I've also borrowed an image here from somebody named Lucky Cliffy because I thought this was a really nice visual as to the left-hand side is the template that you're going to create. The right-hand side would be an example of one of your monthly emails are already designed. So what we're going for today is the template, which is the one on the left. So we're just going to set up the elements, and then you can use that template over and over and actually put the elements in it. So this one has a logo at the top, then it has a nice big header image to kind of capture your attention. Then it has just called monthly newsletter, but it would be good if you gave it some kind of name that was interesting and unique and something that people could remember. And then this one has 3 different articles or calls to action or features. And then it just has at the bottom, for more information, go visit our website. So I'm going to show you how to set up something like this using Mailchimp. And if you need to do any of the artwork, we recommend that you use Canva. And if you haven't used it before, we've got some great tutorials on our YouTube channel. So feel free to look those up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Mailchimp. And if you don't already have an account, it's free. So once you log in, you're going to go up here and click Create. And we're going to create an email template. So the first thing it says is select your starting point. So you can either do the standard layout. These are some themes that they've already set up for you. Or if you know how to do HTML coding, you can go ahead and make that happen. But for today, we're just going to use layouts. Now, some of these you have to pay extra to use. The first couple, I think, are basic. We're going to go ahead and just use the basic 1 column. And I'm going to show you how to add the different elements to it. So this is the starting point. So view your email in this browser. I usually just leave that there because some people will see this on their computer screen when they received your email, but they want to see it, in a browser window. So it's a little bit bigger. So here they have a logo and some text and then your social elements at the bottom. So what you can do is if you wanted to keep this logo, which I think is fine, you could actually go ahead and replace this image with your logo. Because if that's always going to be your logo at the top of your newsletter, you can go ahead and click replace. So you would come here and click upload. Go ahead and upload. Okay, so we've uploaded our logo. And we want to go ahead and link this to our website as well. Because you never know if somebody, as soon as they open your email, they might go, oh, yes, I want to go to their website. So they'll click right on it and it takes them right there. Now, if you wanted to edit this, if you felt like, you know what, it's a little bit too big, or, I wanted to do something different with it. So if it's too big, keep the lock dimensions on, because that's going to keep it the same ratio of width to height. So maybe we want to make this 200 wide. And then we'll save that. And see, it just makes it a little bit smaller, because what we're going to do in here, and then we can hit save and close. So we've already set up our first element. So if we wanted to do something like this, so we've got our logo at the top, then we want a nice big image there. So we're going to go ahead and over here, you're going to left click on your mouse and drag this over here. See where it says drop block here? And then when we let go, it automatically drops the block there. Okay, now you could upload an image here, but since this is our template, we're just going to leave that as a placeholder, because we know that we're going to want a nice big header image. And like I said, if you don't have a header image to use, you can always go to Canva, sign up for a free account. They have some photos in there that you can use. You can also really easily put text on top of it. So it's just a great resource. So the next thing we want to do is we want to put a text box there so we can have the name of our newsletter. You can see this is selected here, and so we're just going to hit save and close so we can get back to our blocks. So our next block is going to be text. And we're going to have to, like I said, grab that and drag it over here and then let it go. So right now it says this is a text block. So what we could do is put monthly newsletter, because that's not going to change, whatever our cool creative name is for our newsletter. So we can also do some styling here. So we might want to center it. Let's see what else we can do. Here we can change the size, make it smaller, make it bigger. We can add some color to it, make it whatever our branded colors are. Yeah, so that's, you've got all the usual bold, italic, maybe we want to bold that. Maybe you want to put, a little squiggly element on either side. Well, however you want to do that, but that's going to be the name of your newsletter. And that's not going to change from month to month, so it's okay to go ahead and style that now. So then the next thing we want to do is we want to have, this one has an image on the right. I like to put the images on the left and the text on the right. So we're going to have an image on one side and some text and a button on the other side. Let's see how we can make that happen. Okay, so we're going to save and close. We're done with that section. So right here we have image and text. That's the one we want. So we're going to grab that and drag that over here. And when we go to settings, we can tell it that we actually want the picture to be on the left-hand side, or if you want it on the right, like that one was, or you can have it top or bottom. I personally like it here on the left. So we're going to close that. And we don't need to actually put an image in here or put text in here, because this is going to change every month. Now, if you are happy with this, if you wanted to set it up like this one where there's 3 of them, the one thing we do need to add in here though is a button. Okay, so we've added our block here. Now again, if you want to change the settings, let's say you wanted to have 2 images, you could do it that way. I'm going to show you how to do that a little differently though. But if you wanted to have them like next to each other, you could do that. I caution you on that one only because you need to ensure that the text description for each one has the same amount of lines, because otherwise it looks a little wonky when you've got 2 next to each other and the images line up perfectly, but you want the text to line up perfectly as well.
As you can see, the process is pretty easy. So if you're feeling more confident right now about creating your own template, be sure to comment below with the word yes.
So we're going to go ahead and leave that with 1 there. So the next thing we're going to need to do is to add a button, because we want people to be able to click to get to the article that we're going to promote, or the video we're going to promote, or whatever it is that you're going to promote here. So unfortunately, they don't allow us to put something really nice in here like this, this button. So we'll just put a button underneath. I could show you how to do some HTML in a minute, but this is the easiest way to do it. So just grab this button and put it under there. And that gives you a nice, easy way to go ahead and style it. You can change, the color of it, and settings. So you can have it, the full width if you want. You can fit it to the text. You can align it to the right if you want it to look more like the one that we were kind of styling it after. And then the button text is here, buy now, or visit this article, or the usual, read more. And then you can put an address in here. If this is always going to be, this will probably be whatever it is that you're going to be linking to. So you can put that. But you can style this like I've done here if you want it to show up the same way every time. So that's really going to be our article section right there. And then if you want to, I would probably go ahead and put a divider in here. So it just kind of breaks it up a little bit. And at any time you can go over here and click preview and enter preview mode, so you can see what it's kind of looking like at the moment. Now it doesn't have a picture here, so it's a little hard to envision, but and it doesn't have the image up here either. But if you wanted to just kind of see how that button was looking, that's what you could do there. So if we like this, we can just go ahead here and duplicate it. So when you hit that, it actually creates a new one. And then you can use this to drag it down, because we actually want it to show up underneath that horizontal line that's marking the section. And then we can go ahead and duplicate this button and drag that down as well. So now we've got 2 articles. And then we could go ahead and just duplicate this again if we wanted to go ahead and do the 3rd article in here. Just drag that in between. Copy this. Drag that down too. Okay, so we're getting there. We've got picture and text and a button. We've got that 3 times, right? So we've got picture to the left, the text, and the button. Picture on the left, the text, and the button. We've got picture on the left, text, and a button. Now they just have, for more information down here at the bottom. What I like to do is have a section that maybe says, about our company. And it doesn't necessarily have to be It doesn't necessarily have to be big and bold, but I just like to remind people what the business is all about. We are a marketing and coaching company that helps our clients outsource, any tasks that they shouldn't be doing themselves. And that's what we do. So I like to put that in here, and then I would probably put a link. So I would replace this text. We teach smart entrepreneurs how to run, how to make more money doing less tasks in their business. And it can be something just as simple as that. And then I would put six-figure business coaching. And then just say, reach out if we can help you. And then I put Jeannie and Kirsten. And since that's a signature, I could put a little squiggly line, and I can italicize that. And then this I would want to link to our website. So I can highlight it and go up here and click link, and then put the website address. Advanced options. I do like to make sure that this is checked off, open in a new window, which means that it's going to open a new tab in your browser so they can visit your website. But the more important thing is when they close that web browser is that they're still on your email. So I always like to make sure that that's set that way. And then here is a really nice option because they've already got these different elements for the different social platforms. So here you could just put Twitter, SF Biz Coaching, not.com, and then Facebook, and then let's see if they've got email. They should have Instagram. So it's really nice here because then they go ahead and pull the image, and they also pull the address is up until you need to put your custom address. And then you can style this any way that you want. You've got some settings here if you want to just display the icon or the text, or both icon and text. Again, aligning center, full width. You can do it like this, like this. Obviously, if it's at the bottom, you probably want to do something like that. But if you want them to be bigger, you can change the icon styles. So that's a really nice option.
One of my clients told me recently that every time we send out their newsletter, they get inquiries for new business. And we'd love that to happen for you too.
So there you go. So we're going to save and close that. Again, we can preview it. It's just not gonna, it's missing the imagery, so you're not gonna see pictures in here. So we're gonna go ahead, actually we're gonna give it a name up here. Okay, so we're gonna give it a name. Once you hit save and exit, it gives you the chance, so this is gonna be monthly newsletter template. Okay, and you can see it comes up here, monthly newsletter template. So what you're going to want to do is when you sign into Mailchimp, you can go ahead and hit campaigns and then email templates, and that's going to get you here. And we called it your monthly newsletter template. So if we go over here and click on create a campaign, it calls your email a campaign. Then it will use the layout that we've just set up. So if we go here to edit, you can see that all the elements are here. They're just waiting for us to go ahead and put it in. So, we could browse and drop an image in there. That could be our header image. And then we'd go here and we would put the information. Click on that. So here's where it gives you the option to upload the image, which is going to show up on the left. And then here's the text, where you put the text on the right. And then here's when you click on your button, that's where you're going to put the button address. And you're going to do that all 3 times. And then this is just going to stay as it is. So that is how you create a newsletter template, create an email template in Mailchimp that you can use over and over and over again each time you send out a newsletter. Now, if you find that you need to make changes to it because, over time you've decided that you only want to do 2 articles instead of 3, or you want to change the look of the name of your newsletter, you can always come back here to campaigns and then templates, and then go ahead and click here on the template, and you can go ahead and make any changes that you want to make to the template. And that's it.
Now that you have a professional looking email template, it's time to start growing your business and growing your email list. So be sure and check out our video, we're going to post it here or below, that talks about how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and share it with your friends so we know to make more videos just like this one. Thanks for being here. We are truly honored to be part of your entrepreneurial journey, and we'll see you in the next video.